A shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, call Halayim Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is the brother Yatab Yahweh Allah coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson today, based on this article. Real quick, Lord's will, it's edifying. But basically, it goes to show what time we're in. We're at the end. We're at the end of Esau Edom's empire. And, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is making it clear. I'm going to read a little bit of this article and get some scriptures. But, hey, this should be giving you a boost of faith. This should be rejoiceful, because, hey, we're almost out of here. We are almost out of here. But this is from RT, and it says, it's dated the 8th of December, and it says, human brain chip pending FDA approval, Musk says. And I'll read a little bit of it. But it says, and this is the chip, the Neuralink. It says, billionaire tech entrepreneur Elon Musk has again teased plans to begin human testing for his company's brain chip implant, Neuralink, giving another aspirational date after previously claiming human trials would soon begin. Addressing an event held by the Wall Street Journal earlier this week, Musk said the brain implant, which has been successfully used in animals such as pigs and monkeys, would be ready for real human testing sometime next year. And that's pretty much it on that. That's all I'm going to get. But hey, as you can see, 2022, hey, things are heating up. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is giving us more and more proof that, hey, he's making an end to Esau Edom's empire. And this is prophecy, and I'm going to get it. This is Habakkuk 2, and I'll start from verse 1. And it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has set watchmen up, the true men of the Lord, the true prophets that do exist today, that are watching these current events, everything that's going on in the world. And what are they doing? They're filtering them through the scriptures from our apostles and elders on down. And then what? They're pushing it out to the hopeful elect, those who will listen, so they can be warned to what's to come, and so they can boost their faith. Because when we see things like this shows us that the Lord is working. Verse 2, it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. And what are the visions? The prophecies. And when you understand prophecies just means something that was written before, or when you prophesy, it means you say before, and these prophecies, some of them were written thousands of years ago, and they're coming through today in our time, in our generation, which goes to show you we are living in biblical times. Biblical times never stopped. We are still living in biblical times. And what are they doing? So the true men of the Lord, the true prophets, are writing the vision and making it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. So breaking them down, getting articles like this and showing them through the scriptures what it means, showing what times we're in. So whoever can hearken, and we know understand the only ones that can hearken are the elect, that they'll, read these things and understand, hey, we're at the end. And Yahweh Shai is coming, And this is the point, verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. So these prophecies are for an appointed time. And that's why you see a lot of things going on in the world that are unprecedented, Never have you had brain chips and RFID chips like this. Never have you had earthquakes in this magnitude. So-called natural disasters, uproars of the people. You look on these alternative media sites, and you're seeing a lot of things going on, and this is all prophecy. Sedition among men, signs in the moon and the stars and the sun. You got all these blood moons. All these things are unprecedented because, hey, we're at the end, and these prophecies are speaking. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. So, hey, these prophecies are speaking. And what does that mean? They're just popping off the pages. It seems like every day something else is coming out, in the news, And it's all scriptural, you know? And they're speaking. It says, and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So these things are coming, you know, and they're not tarrying. It says he's just waiting FDA approval, and they want to begin, human trials as soon as next year. So we don't have too much longer, you know. We do not have too much longer in this kingdom. Tawadi Halbashimi Al Shai. You know, we have, a little bit more trials and tribulations to go through, because what does the scripture say? Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. We know it's going to get hard. We know persecution is coming. Hey, but we have Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. You know, we have our faith. And this, when we see things like this, hey, this just cements our faith. You know, this just furthers our foundation in Yahweh Shemi Al Shai and what he told us. You know, this is 2 Ezra 9:1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world, which he made. And I'm going to read some of the things he told us to look for, which goes exactly into this. But what did he say? He says, when you shall see these things, then you will understand the highest will begin to visit the world, which he made. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is visiting this place. Why? Because we're at the end. He's getting rid of the Edomite Empire. And he's going to establish Yasharallah. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which we're seeing, then shalt thou well understand. And like I said, you know, earthquakes, brother just did a lesson. I think there was 40 earthquakes in 24 hours. I forgot where. And then uproars of the people you see on these different Telegram sites, all over Europe, you know, all these other different countries, because of these mandates. These people are mad and they're rising up. So we're seeing these things. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For as like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So the end is being made clear. And it's not the end of the world. You know, when you go into the word world, for, you know, the ending of the world, it's the end, aeon, which means an age. You know, and it's, what age is that? The age of the Edomite. It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And that's what we're seeing. These effects and signs. You know, we're seeing the effects and signs of prophecy that would be speaking at the end. And that's this. And we'll get it. Revelations 13 and verse 16, straight to the point. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And when you go into the root words, charagma, charax, grapho, you know, it's thing inserted. When you get the correct breakdown, it's a cutting in your skin, implanted. You know, in your hand or in your forehead, anywhere in your body. And what is this? A brain implant. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And this is where we're heading. And you can see it. They're practicing this type of system with the, how can I say it so I won't get striked? With these passes, you know? These yob passes. Say it like that. Yob passes, you know? They're making it to where you can't go into a restaurant. You know, you can't go into certain indoor activities. And right now it's just more recreational. But what are they going to get? It's going to get, stuff that's needed, not just recreational. They're going to start going for grocery stores. You're going to need these things. And this is that system. This is the beginning of that system. But it says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. So, hey, we see the beginning of the system with these Yab passes, but ultimately, the RFID microchip, which this is part of it, the one that's gonna go into the brain. Hey, that's the MOTB. And what happens if you take this? It says, and the third angel followed them. There's Revelations 14:9. Doom. It says doom for worshipers of the beast. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. So if you accept this thing, if you think, and Elon Musk, he did an actual little interview, and they're saying that they can help Alzheimer's and people with dementia, So, and how convenient would this be when they set up the system with the CBDCs, the digital currencies, to where you don't have to take out your wallet, you don't have to plug in your card. All they do is they set up a scanner inside the door. They scan your head or your arm, wherever it may be. You don't even have to lift it, and you're already in the system, and they know what exactly you're gonna get. They show you with that Amazon Go shopping. This is what's gonna happen. But if you accept this, what does it say? It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And what is that? This is a parable, if you can understand, to be utterly destroyed with thermonuclear fire in the presence of Yahushua and all the holy angels. That's your outcome. That's your destiny if you bow down to this system and take these things that are offered. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest nor night, no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua. And that's a commandment, not to take this chip. First off, it goes against, the commandments of getting cuttings, in your body. But also, the Lord says not to take this thing, not to accept what the beast is offering, because ultimately you will be destroyed. And it can't be more clear when things like this come out. Hey, the Lord is just making it more clear and clear as days go by, and so all these other camps that are saying that this isn't the MOTB, or not even going into it, hey, it's there, it's crystal clear, and we don't have too much longer in this kingdom. But hey, that hour of temptation's coming. So we're all going to be tested with this. But see, hey, if we keep our faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and we keep to the commandments, and we suffer righteously and keep our integrity like Job, hey, we'll be safe from this. The Lord will provide. He won't give us more than we can handle. What is that? 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, So we have nothing to worry about. But see, when we see these things, hey, this should be another, notch, so to speak, or another step in securing our faith. But I'm going to end off on this. This is Revelations 13:11. It says, and that, knowing the time, and we know what time it is. We see these things, we know what time it is. Hey, next year, 2022 is going to be a hell of a year. The elder brother, Amawan Gabar, did a beautiful lesson on that. Shit's getting crazy. It says, and that, knowing the time, and now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. And that's the point. It's time to wake out of that sleep, that darkness, that death mind state, and get into this knowledge. Build up your faith while you still can, because, hey, famine of the word's coming. I just got a couple strikes on a couple channels. On Lord's will, I'm going to upload this to my third channel. But, hey, this truth ain't going to be out there for too much longer. And that ability to be edified, to be built up in the faith, to withstand what's going to come on to the earth, hey, that's coming to an end. And it's coming down to it's you get it or you don't. But hey, it's here. It's here. And our salvation is nearer than when we believed. Hey, but with that, Lord's will, this was edifying. Once again, call Halayim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and above all.